is what it is.
You had Malcolm on before, right?
Yeah, he was
the OGs.
He's the first one.
Hey, let's go.
First
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I remember catching some clips of that. That's my guy.
It's kind of crazy. Me and Malcolm been following each other for a long ass time. I mean, literally early pandemic was like the first time like we like linked up, which is crazy.
That's dope, man. And it's so cool to see too, because like even with you, I've been following you since like the lean days, bro. Like I remember you would pop up with the lean fit face. I'm like, yo, this guy's fresh, man. It was just out of the box. You know what I mean? It was creative. It was so cool to see, because it was like everyone's doing the same fit pics, right? So it's like you gotta differentiate yourself in some way. So big respect, man. You've been in the game for a while.
Nah, for sure, dude. It feels like, man, like the pandemic, I feel like it changed my perception of time, because like it feels so like distant, but it really wasn't that long ago that like all that was taking place. Real. It's kind of wild.
I know, man. It seems like a distant memory, but it's shaped a lot of things, and it's just crazy to see how far we've come even since then. But nonetheless, man, I truly appreciate you having me on. I was looking forward to this, and I'm happy we finally got to connect.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was like, I need to get you on here. So I know, obviously, it wasn't for anything bad. Like you obviously had a kid, so it's like you have to be attentive. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit, like a month or two went by. I was like, he probably got a schedule intact right now. So let me see what's going on.
Yeah, it's getting there now. It's like, the first, and even now it's still kind of like sporadic, but we're kind of getting a feel for things now. You know what I mean? It's like we have somewhat of a schedule, and we're just trying to stick to that. But it's been crazy. Like I probably look tired as hell right now, not getting much sleep. But hey. Yeah, it's been blessed, man.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. But congrats for sure. Like, absolutely, congrats on that. That is a moment for sure.
Big time, man.
Where are you?
He's a good kid.
Where are you based out of?
So I'm actually based out of Ottawa, Canada. So I'm here mostly, a lot of family here, but I'm in Toronto quite a bit for different like collabs and different partnerships and stuff like that. So Toronto's maybe like four-ish hours from here. So I have some buddies, have some family out there too. So I'm kind of between there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and you're based out of where?
I live in the U.S. and then I live in Texas.
In Texas, okay, awesome, man. I'd love to make it out to Texas. What area of Texas you in?
I'm in Austin.
In Austin, okay.
So if you're ever like South by Southwest or like ACL Fest, that's like where that takes place here. Dope. You been to the US?
Yeah, I've been a couple times. So I've been to Florida the most. I've been to Florida a couple times now. So definitely want to make it out to Texas though.
Florida? Is it like family?
I have some family out there. Did some like family vacations too. Yeah. So it's hit or miss, right? Depending on the area.
Florida is that is an interesting place. I've only been once. I went to Miami and I was like, dude, this is what it's like. This is intense, bro.
different speed out there for sure.
Yeah.
In Austin, is it hot like year round, or do you guys get any winter type weather at all?
So funny enough, bro, I typically go to the gym at like 5 a.m.
Oh, wow.
But I like towards the tail end of the weekend when I'm doing like legs and stuff, I never like want to do that in the morning. I want to be like fully awake for that. And I walked outside on Thursday and I was like, "Ooh, it's kind of chilly outside." So I checked the temperature. It was like only 85. I was like, "That's not even chilly, bro."
It's not even cold. It's cold for you guys.
It's typically hot year round.
So how are you getting these fits off, bro? Yeah, I see you like layering. It's like, hey, you got to get the fit off by any means.
Hey, it's either you wake up early before the sun start cooking you, or you be inside your apartment with the AC running. So
fair enough, man. Hey, you got to make it work.
Yeah, but every once in a while, weirdly enough, I don't know if you like seen it like maybe 3 years ago. Like we had like freezes hit Texas, so like things were shut down and like it was actually snowing and all that. So like it does get like weirdly cold, but you can never predict it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I usually, even when I take my pictures, I usually do it in the morning.
Okay. Yeah. Good call.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. What's going on, man? It's your boy Kloth, and I'm back with another video, man. Looking for my source where I'm not going nowhere. And this is going to be another segment of Kloth Talk. Now, again, Kloth Talk is just where I'm grabbing the archetypes from Hypebeast and Complex, and it's all talking about sneakers, fashion, all that jazz I love talking about, and I bring people on those same passions. As we mentioned earlier in this video, I knew I had to have them on. It's always dope when I talk to people who are not within the US, just because I like gaining more perspective about what sneakers are popping in your area, what, you know, streetwear trends are popping in your area, and it kind of like broadens my horizon. But we have none other than a mutual, a good homie, somebody that be putting on the fits for real. Nate, man, what's going on?
My guy. Thank you for having me, brother. I'm excited to be here.
Most def. So as always, the kind of flow of it is we go knock out the articles first, and then towards the tail end, we're going to learn more about your journey, because I'm very curious. After scrolling pretty far down on your timeline, I was like, wait, what is this? So we'll definitely touch on that towards the tail end, but let's just go ahead and jump straight into these articles. All right, so this article title reads, first look at next year Air Jordan 1 Low OG Medium Olive. Before we jump into this particular pair, like I just mentioned in the intro, kind of just take me through, like, what were like the main trending sneakers in your area growing up? Like, you knew you were going to see this if you stepped outside.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, man, because where I'm from, like, I would say sneakers and fashion really isn't that big, like, especially for my city in Ottawa. Like, it's not a very fashionable city. I'll say that right off the bat. It's more of a family kind of environment. So you're not really seeing people put it on like that out here. So fashion generally just came from an interest of my own. And I would like see things online, and I would just be always kind of into fashion. But my city, not very fashionable. Toronto, more so. You definitely see more people just rocking the fits and putting more stuff on. But I mean, for me, a Jordan 1 is just a staple. Like, a Jordan 1 is going to be on feet or in rotation at all times. So just having something like this is going to be cool. And actually, funny enough, I wear a lot more lows these days. I don't know if it's because like I rock shorts more or whatever the case is, but or even the types of pants. Like, if you're wearing baggier pants, you're not going to see the most of the shoe anyway. So I find myself gravitating towards lows. So I'm actually pretty genuinely excited about these. Like, I wear my right here. I wear these a lot. The medium olive low, so very similar. I feel like these are basically the GR version of those. So yeah, I'm excited about those, man.
So would you say, like you said, you know, the area that you grew up was like more family oriented? So it was like boat shoes, sandals, and like that type of. Okay,
definitely. Like, not really the fits you're gonna see on your timeline. It's just gonna be like more comfy stuff. Like, everyone's shopping like H&M, Zara, like, you know what I mean? It's not really a fashionable city like that. So I feel like you got to go more outskirts, more like even Vancouver or Toronto. You're gonna see, or Montreal, of course. You're gonna see some actual fashionable fits in Canada.
So then I'm curious, even you just saying that, we're gonna get to the article, but do you feel like that helps you as far as like being somebody who is really into fashion? Like, you stand out amongst many people?
I would definitely say that's a leg up, especially in Ottawa. Like, you can kind of put on one hand if there are any fashion creators in my city. So it's definitely a very niche area for that. So I guess in that sense, yeah, I never really thought about it, but it's helped me differentiate within the city for sure.
All right, so given that I've never been to that side of the world, what's another city you can compare that to that's like a bigger city? Let's say, not saying that like that city's not big, but like I need a comparison to wrap my head around.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, Ottawa is like a couple million, if that, right? Like, it's low.
So it's really
low population. Yeah, like compared to like, especially like in Austin or wherever you're at, right? It's not the general population. It's like a government city, so it's everyone's kind of like working class. It's not really like fashion focused at all. But for me, where I'm at, like, all of our families here, so it's a great space to be raising a family, and we have that support from both sides, from my wife's and my side of the family. So if you're geared towards more family oriented stuff, perfect for that. But fashion, I mean, it's growing slowly. There's more stores being added and things like that, but it's not the focus for sure.
Okay, interesting. All right, so I'm gonna share my thoughts about this. I'm not too much of a fan of lows. That's just my personal take. I feel like, obviously, I don't think this is a hot topic, or like not a hot topic. I don't think this is a controversial thing I'm gonna say, but I feel like the highs are obviously the more popular silhouette.
100%.
The more staple look. I've seen lows that look fire. Actually, I was live on YouTube like 2 days ago, and I saw a pair of like lows. I was like, they made me like lows. Oh my god.
Which pair was it?
It was, bro. Now I gotta show a picture. It was like they swapped out the swoosh, but they did it with like embroidered flowers.
Okay. Oh, so it was like a custom type.
Yeah, but it was like an actual release that they were doing. I was like, wow, like these actually look good. Me personally, these they're just not it to me. I just feel like it just to have its own standalone article. I was kind of like it just feels odd. It just feels odd that this is like the hype around this. Like,
yeah.
Obviously you have the Travis Scott, so like that's like the more popular, more widely known that people will want. This just feels like lackluster. Like, oh yeah, we've done a color like this. We're just changing it up a little bit, which I feel like they get slack some time for that.
Yeah. And also, like, I feel like it's timed kind of weird because what does the article say? It said it was going to come out next year, like spring. It's like, no, this is a fall shoe, if anything, right? But timing's a little bit off, but hey.
So I see another silhouette back there. So I'm curious, what are your top 3 Jordan silhouettes?
Gotta go Jordan 1, Jordan 4, and Jordan 3 for me. Those are my top 3 for sure. And probably like my most worn 3. I would say those. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
I mean, the 3s
are a questionable one. I don't know if that doesn't make it into a lot of people's, but for me, I feel like just with the silhouette and like baggier pants and stuff, they just sit nicely on a pair of 3s. So
yeah, I had the I think they're called the UNC 3s. Back in like 2000 and it was like 2020 or 2021. I had them. I'm just not a fan of 3s, which is crazy because, you know, shout out to Sneakers App. I did a partnership with them, and I have the fire reds. And like those are kind of just sitting there. They're not my favorite Jordan silhouette. If I was to go top 3 silhouettes, the 14 is always in there for me.
Okay,
that is a questionable one that people really.
But I like that about your style, though. It's out of the box. It's not like the mainstream stuff. It's not something you see on everyone's feet. So that's what's up.
Yeah, the 14. This is like an honorable mention because they just did the Infinite Archive. But that 17, I don't know if you saw that. That 17 they just dropped, phenomenal.
I don't know actually if I saw that one. I'll have to take a look.
14, Jordan 1 is there's no way I would be able to not add it. Jordan 1.
Gotta add it.
And then I would add, I feel like my list always changes, but like the 11 was just a staple for a while. Like the Gammas, the Cool Grays, Space Jams, like they just did so much good shit for a long time with that shoe. So
especially with the holiday releases, you're looking forward to them during Christmas time, you know? Yeah.
Which I said, like they're trying to bring those back. Like they like that 100%. That pack they're doing towards the tail end of like in November, December. Like they're trying to bring the 11 back. But I don't know. For me, I want to hear your thoughts on it because I feel like they're trying to incorporate more like textures and patterns on, you know, let's say the Jordan 1 or like the 8 or like the 11. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you think it should be more traditional as far as like the leather and just like keeping it traditional, or how do you feel?
It's such an interesting topic because like I feel like Jordan Brand is consistently getting flack for not innovating and not doing new things and not switching things up and giving us the same retros over and over again. So when they do try to do something different, they'll get flack for it, saying like, oh, you're messing with the OGs, you're doing this, but then they do some different stuff and people aren't feeling it, and then they retro re-release. So it's such a great area. I like to see new, different textures and colors on a silhouette that we've been seeing because it makes it feel like a new shoe. So I'm personally all for it. But I get those OG sneaker collectors and the OG sneakerheads and where they're coming from. It's like stop messing with a good shoe, right? So there's only just so many retros we can see though, right? So I understand what they're trying to do for sure.
I don't know if this is a term, but I feel like I just want to coin it. I feel like there's been a retro fatigue this year. Everything you can imagine has been retro this year. And it's like, it's not bad because like one thing that I was super excited for, which I still don't have a pair, but I'm going to get a pair, the Galaxy foam posits.
Right.
that is good retroing. That is
sad.
amazing retroing.
Yep.
But I just feel like there's been so many things that like they're unvaulting and bring it back and retroing, and it's just like I don't think every shoe deserves a retro, especially if the space between when it was last retro, like if it retro in 2019, we don't need a retro in 2025.
That's it. That's it. Like, I mean, even just look at the shattered backboards. Those are sitting everywhere. Like, what I mean, it's like that was the shoe that everyone compared quality to, and now it's like it's sitting everywhere. So it's just a different time in sneakers right now, man, and I'm okay with it.
So then I wonder, because like personally, I had this conversation with somebody else. If something's sitting on the shelves and it's a good shoe, is that necessarily a bad thing? I feel like it has a bad connotation.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It's widely available for the people that actually want it and that are actually into shoes, right? Everyone's getting shoes for retail or below right now. So if you really love shoes, it's the best time.
Like, I don't know when paying more for a sneaker became the cooler thing. Like, oh, bro, I dropped $1,500 on this. It's like,
pain. Nobody want to be doing that.
My rent? No, I'm good,
no,
buddy.
Thank you. No, thank you. Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, this conversation is pinging off different things. What is the max price you'll pay for a sneaker right now? The max price.
I mean, I don't think I'll even pay this anymore, but the most I have paid was for my, are you on the shelf? Yeah. For my other Travis's, my OG olives, and that was like just over 1,000 Canadian. So I don't know what that is for US, but maybe like 7 or 8 US.
I think it's a little bit more, and it's a little bit less than US. Yeah.
It's a little bit less than US. So like that was like the most I ever paid, and that stung. That stung for sure. That's kind of like my high end. I don't think I'll pay more than that unless it's some sort of scenario where I'm getting a deal or whatever. But that's up there.
Yeah. Now you definitely got to celebrate those deals. When those deals be coming in, and you like, oh,
no doubt. Yeah, I gotta treat myself. I've been working.
Well, Dev. All right. So let's give this a realistic number. Let's say 1 through 5. What are you overall giving the rating of this release?
I mean, I'm with you. I'm not as excited about it. I like lows, like I was saying before. I think it's really similar to like the mochas that we just saw, like the mocha lows and whatnot. It is a different colorway, so I'm gonna go right in the middle. I'm gonna go like 3 out of 5 on it for me.
Okay, 3 out of 5. That's
kind
solid.
Of neutral. Kind of neutral.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it, you know?
Yeah, I feel like people have coined that mid-term, and like mid is like considered a bad thing. But it's like, I don't. It's like I'm not so excited, but I'm also not disgusted. Like this is like right in the middle.
I'm okay with it. Yeah, where are you going on these?
Dude, I'm gonna be harsh.
Straight.
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I'm gonna be harsh. This is lackluster to me. This is like 1.5. I'm keeping it real. Like, and I think I'm just like a very different person when it comes to sneakers, because I like colors. So if it doesn't necessarily have a color pop all the time, I'm not gonna gravitate to it. That's why, like, I'm trying to think, like my gel infinities from ASICS are like purple, or like, my Quagmire dunks are like red and they have blue. Like I like things that have like a pop to it. It stands out.
Absolutely.
So like I wouldn't gravitate to this even if it was a high, just because like I like things that kind of like have like a unique aspect to it. So that's
super fair.
That's why I'm giving it so low. So Nike,
I respect that.
If anyone from Nike's watching, I don't hate y'all shoes. I'm just saying.
I need some more flavor,
Yeah, nah. Before moving on to the next article, I am curious, like, are you like a sole Nike Jordan like wear, or like you venture into like different brands of footwear?
No, man, that's a good question, because like I feel like that's kind of where I started, was like strictly like Dunks, Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s. And then now it's just like my rotation for the week is like full of different shoes. Like Nike's probably like lowest on the list right now. Like I'll still have like some lows in the list, but like I'm wearing a ton of ASICS. I'm wearing a ton of New Balance. I just got some Solomons. I've been rocking those. My DMA boots. Those are probably actually my favorite pickup of the year. I've been wearing a lot of boots. Those are kind of just giving your outfits a different flair, different look, but I even do a lot of these like sneaker rotation videos on IG and TikTok and stuff, and I like showing a variety of shoes, so it's not just like 10 Nikes. You see what I mean? You can do a lot of different brands. So yeah, I love having different pairs in the rotation for sure.
Yeah, I've gone on record saying if you only wear Nikes, Jordans, or if it's just Jordans or just Nikes, you can't consider yourself a sneakerhead.
You like, don't love shoes.
Yeah, like especially just like in this day and age where like there's so many creatives like making amazing shoes from different brands. It would be hard to be like, I'm only loyal to this one company just because
you can't.
You have people like J Tips fucking changing Saucony, like
crazy, man. That's actually probably going to be one of my next pickups. I don't have a pair of Sauconys in the rotation yet. I need those pro grids. Those are tough.
Yeah, man. I got a few pairs of Saucony. Yeah. Shout out to Saucony.
Let's go.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and jump into this next article. All right, so this article title reads: Nike and Carhartt WIP has returned. Obviously, two giants in the game. Obviously, from their brands separate, but also coming together. Like this is pretty huge collab, I would assume, for most people. But again, I try to use these articles as a way to kind of like get other questions out of you. So I'm curious, like, what brands are you gravitating to currently? Like, what's like brands that like you can get a piece from no matter what?
Yeah, man. Like, I think it's just looking at my closet. It's a lot of higher end or higher quality basics. Like that's kind of what builds the bulk of my wardrobe. So like a lot of simple pieces that I can layer with, a lot of like simple stuff that I know is timeless, that I know I'm not going to have to revamp my wardrobe in a couple years. So it's like pants wise, I'm rocking a lot of like Levi's lately. I have a bunch of pairs that I wear a lot from the Gap. Very simple. Like I'm not spending a ton on each individual piece, but I know the quality is at least there. Uniqlo is a staple in my wardrobe. Always finding hitters. On that note, I just got a jacket from there, like one of their newer drops, the Puff Tech short blousing, like immaculate. Chef's kiss on that one, and it's not super pricey. Where else am I rocking lately? A lot of UK brands. Like I rock a lot of Destructive, Summit UK. Those are some of the heavy hitters right now. Stussy is always heavy for me. So yeah, those are some of my like consistent, tried and true reliables for sure.
Yeah, I feel like people. Well, I live in Texas. I think there's only one Uniqlo store in the entirety of Texas.
Oh wow! Okay.
I'm originally from California. I grew up in the Bay Area, and there was like, we had the one in Emeryville, San Francisco. Then we had another one in like out in like Concord or whatever. But like Uniqlo is amazing, and I hate that I don't live close to one because like I even just think about basics. Socks,
basics, yes,
it's unmatched.
Socks I wear, bro. Yeah, those socks, like you gotta stock up whenever you go there,
bro. Like what's like it's like 3 for something, like, or like they have like some deal where it's like 3 for like 10 or something like that.
Exactly.
And those socks they hold up well. It's a great color addition to the closet. And like the pairs that I've had, because I moved out of California in 2021. I still have pairs from there. So like they held up over multiple washes. Like
and they're brand neutral, which I like. You rock them with any sneaker and they're gonna look good, right? So
Uniqlo is one of those sleeves. I hate that I don't live close to one because like when I used to work in San Francisco and I just pop into a store and like when I used to pop into like a Uniqlo, I walked out there with something every single time.
Always. Exactly. Yeah. No, and they're continuously innovating. Like I love their collabs and all that they're doing to kind of differentiate. So yeah, they're always killing it.
Yeah. I think I just seen an article too. This was like a week ago. Like they're outpacing what they set for their overall like their revenue. I'm like, that makes sense to that makes sense to me. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Like they even got a Needles collab coming up. Yeah,
they did.
Like that. That's a very, very strategic partnership. Like they know what they're doing with their collabs.
JBW Anderson and all like those are like good pieces as well. So yeah, overall, really good brand. We start talking about Uniqlo so long. I forgot other brands you mentioned. You said Stussy.
Yes, Stussy always. I know you're a Stussy fan. Kind of. Yeah. I will say this. Lately, I feel like their drops are pretty lackluster. Like I don't see a lot of the new stuff in the recent drops that I'm loving. I think the Wales Bonner collab had some cool pieces, but in general, I'm not seeing like, oh, I need this from the Stussy drop lately, at least.
Yeah.
So
Wells Bonner, but I will say that our legacy one was fire though.
that actually had some pieces in it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. The Our Legacy, like even just like the boost they did for that collab, I think they're like $500 though. Sorry, I can't get that, but
and then they're gonna resell for another 500 on top, right? So.
But I don't really, and I'm typically somebody like that's always on their website because, like, again, I like a lot of their stuff. I don't think I've been so compelled, other than I just moved it. I had a camo hat that I thought was like that was a fire. That's the most fire thing I've ever seen. Like I was like, I need that hat.
Was it like a cap or was it like a toque or?
It was like a it was like a cadet hat. They called it like a military hat.
Dope.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. If you go to my Instagram, you see it.
Okay. Word.
But the good thing about Stussy too is whenever you do a hashtag Stussy, you put the title Stussy somewhere, it's going to ping off. They have a cult following. Like,
facts. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tried and true. Yeah.
So you said Stussy, Levi's, of course. That makes sense.
And the Gap for pants lately, I got a couple really pairs from the Gap, like some baggy loose denim that aren't pricey. Like I got them for like 40 or 50 bucks Canadian, and I wear them like several times a week. So just some simple basics that I know are going to be timeless. Always rocking those. Yeah.
I mean, you just put me on game. I never thought to get baggy jeans from Gap.
Right.
Ever.
I'm saying, my boy put me on, and it's like, I'm so happy I got them because they're like regularly $100, $40, and I wear them almost every day. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
And I feel like the last time I heard, Gap as a whole kind of pinging off was like when Kanye was doing like the collabs with them, and like
the hoodies, Gap hoodies,
that obviously turned a little rocky, and like I haven't really heard too much, but like if I'm gonna definitely go check it out now. Like if they have good baggy jeans, like what the fuck?
And for like I don't like spending a lot on each individual piece. Like it's rare that I spend a lot on an article of clothing. So I like just kind of filling my wardrobe with a lot of versatile basics that I can interchange with some statement pieces in there. So that's kind of like been my go-to kind of methodology for building up my closet. It's like everything I could rock this 10 years ago, I could rock this 10 years from now, and it's still going to be relevant. So
that's key. That is key. Do you feel like that? Damn, I just went through puberty. Do you feel like that comes with age though? Because I feel like when I was like, I'm 29. I just turned 29.
I'm 29 too.
Oh, okay. Well, look at that. So, but like when I was 22, I'm like, I need that archive Issei Miyake piece. I need that denim tears piece that costs $600. Like I was definitely wilding out, but now I'd be like, I don't need that, bro. I'm like, I'm good, bro.
Being much more selective with these purchases that you're making, and I feel like, so you got to be frugal. It's like for me, it's like I got a family to take care of. I got diapers to buy. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm buying a piece, it's gonna be, and that's the thing. I will say I'm okay with investment pieces that will kind of hold their value, but they're getting research put into them. Like I'm making sure that this is going to be a good, solid investment. That's not going to be something I'm going to rock one time. You know what I mean? I'm much more selective with those purchases now.
Yeah, I don't know how it is for y'all, but like you got a family and you have a household to take care of. But like, eggs are almost $8.
That's what I'm saying. These are luxury items, is pretty
expensive, so you can't. The cost of living keeps going up, so I don't know.
Man, it's true. Like these are nice to haves here that we're talking about.
For sure. I'll be like, damn, so I gotta eat top ramen for like how long?
But I got that shit on though.
Facts. I might get a partnership. Hold on. All right, cool. Let's get to the how do you feel about this?
See, okay, so I was looking at this article and I'm like, are they just showing snip? Like I see the tee, I see the jacket. Is this it? Or
that's literally when I picked this article, and like because it was like one of like their more trendier articles from this week, and I was like, are people really praising, like going crazy about this? Like I'm not saying it's bad, but like no, it's like, is this exactly it?
I want to see more. Like I want to see more of a teaser, or maybe that's their methodology. They're only showing a couple snippets, but at first glance, I'm just not super excited about it. It feels like I don't know. There could be some more to it. Like, I think this jacket is pretty dope. I like the wash. I like that washed effect on it. So it's cool, but I'm just like, I kind of want to see more from this collab. Like, these are two big names. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
It almost reminds me, and I know somebody out there who's like a big Nike head is gonna probably come in here and try to correct me. Oh, actually, but it does feel like something that I've seen from Supreme and Carhartt. This feels like a Supreme.
That's so true.
Wait. Does that say Supreme? Or am I tripping? This may no. I think this is actually, hold on. I think that's actually the surplus. I was like, brother,
okay. Wait a second.
But that does look like a Carhartt Supreme jacket I've seen.
Definitely
even if it wasn't Supreme and Carhartt, it was probably Supreme and Dickies.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel substantial enough to me to where like it's generating this much conversation.
I totally agree.
And I think this is for an event in Sydney. This is only going to be in Australia. So if people want this, I think it's pretty shit out of luck, because the people who are going to get this at that event that they're hosting, they're going to hike this up about 50 to 150%. Like, there's no in between. They're going to hike the prices up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very confused when I saw this, because I was like, bro, this doesn't feel
special enough to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I said, these are two big brand names. Like, it feels a little uninspired. It feels like we've seen these literal pieces before. So I don't know, man. It's not hitting how I think it should for these two giants.
Yeah. So I am curious though, to you, when you see a good collab and you're like, damn, that was a good collab. Like, what does that usually mean for you? Like, what symbolizes a good collab?
Yeah, man. I think it's just like kind of what I was saying is that they're innovating. They're doing something that's new, but also something that's very true to both of their roots. You know what I mean? Like, if we're seeing two collaborators, usually they have they have their own identity that they're bringing to that collab. So when I can see like that fusion is right there, like, I think people that do this really, really, really well are like Action Bronson, or like we have like the Aged Well collab that just dropped with New Balance as well. Like stuff like that. Love to see, because it's bringing those identities of both, and you really see both parties kind of fused into one product. So that's kind of like what I'm going for when I'm seeing like a nice collab.
Yeah, and it's always interesting when it's two, like when it's like a creative and a brand.
Right.
I feel like it's a little bit more sound when they do collabs, but like,
I agree.
When it's two brands collabing, I sometimes feel like there may be some disconnect. Now, I will give credit, a company or a brand that does really sound collabs, Beams Plus.
Ooh,
I feel like they always align with the people that they are collabing with, to where it doesn't feel like y'all two are in the same space. Like, what the fuck? What does that mean?
That's so true. Good point.
Which is interesting, because Nike and Carhartt, very heritage brands, very sound brands. If I feel like there should have been something else. I don't know what that something else is, but I feel like there should have been something else to this. And if this is just it, there's no hats, no beanies, no like extra, and this is like the full collection, that would be very interesting.
I'm hoping this was a teaser. That's for sure.
Like, no beanies would be crazy, because I know those
fall time. Come on, man. Yeah, those are gonna fly. Those
would pop off. Age Well. Were you referencing the Joe Fresh goods?
Joe Fresh, exactly. Yeah.
You want to talk about somebody who makes sound product? Oh my god, like he's definitely
hit after hit, man.
He's actually like, he took that picture that was inspired by Kanye West, where like all his shoes were in the circle. Yeah, and I was like, damn, like you really don't have many misses, bro.
Exactly.
You may have one. I'm not gonna say
very few.
1 of 50. That is a great run. And he's still doing a lot of good work.
Absolutely. No, and I have those aged well, and I also have that intro colorway. I believe it was on like a movie. What was the movie? Like the Belly, was it? And he did like the intro, Keisha Blue, and the outro.
Yeah.
I have the intro colorway, and I love what he's doing, man. It's always like so unique. It's always something different. The colorways are there has some wearable ones. There's some out there. There's some statement pieces. So he's killing it, man.
What's funny is, as soon as you said that, I remember to last year when I was talking to Malcolm, and he said that exact pair you're talking about.
Hey, yeah, I think
that
we both have a pair. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Malcolm has the outro, so I have the intro. So
Okay,
we both have that same.
I was like, my
that
mind
same
literally,
package.
I'm like,
Yeah.
didn't he say that?
Yeah, great minds think alike, my guy.
Most def. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and jump into this next article. A closer look at the Temptation Vacation ASICS Gel-DS Trainer 14. Now you mentioned this earlier that you are somebody who is consistently wearing ASICS. I don't think ASICS gets the love that they truly deserve. They really don't.
100%. And I like that they're at least growing in popularity now. Like, it's definitely a shift. Like, when I was in high school, let's say, and I was pulling up to school in ASICS, ain't no way. You're getting clowned by the homies. You're getting clowned by everybody. It's like, what are you rocking? But now it's like, okay, people have this bigger focus on comfort, which is so important. And I feel like style has definitely changed, where it's like we were saying earlier, there's not just one dominant brand. People are really appreciating different silhouettes and different vibes. And then, like we said, like, the comfort is key. Like, this is such a good thing to have in your rotation if you're just not feeling like rocking something that's gonna be hard on the feet, or you're doing a lot of steps that day, So ASICS is, I'm a fan for life now.
Yeah, nah, ASICS, damn, they're like right here. Should I get it? Nah, I'm gonna get them.
Yeah, get them. Get the pair, man.
Keep these with me. I'm always gonna bring these up.
Okay. That ain't the regular.
SoCat Gel Infinities. They need to. This is day 375 of me asking ASICS to bring these back.
What year did these drop originally?
2000 and I want to say 18.
I was gonna say that
2018 or 19. Let me look that up right now.
Yeah, those are clean, because I've only seen those a handful of times. Those are clean, bro.
That's because I think, honestly, there may be multiple reasons, but I feel like once Kiko started to be the I don't want to mess up his title, but once he started working and partnering with ASICS, it definitely took them to a completely different level. Like, keeping eyes on the brand itself while they continue to build the brand, like, that was definitely a great addition to the company. Let me see. When did these come out? 2019.
2019. Okay. Yeah, because I've never seen them, like, somewhat recently, but I'm like, I don't see these on feet a lot. Those are hella clean, because it's not the classic ASICS stripes on the side, right? So when you see something like that, it's like, it definitely sets itself apart.
Yeah, 2019. Oh yeah. Today. So they came out with 3 colorways. It was the green, it was the black, it was that purple. I want all 3. Someone who runs like a Kiko fan page on Instagram posted like an unreleased pair that was green and white. Oh my god. Oh, bro. They were unreleased
pairs. I'm upset. I'm like, just release this. This is the best one. What are you doing? Bro. Why are you keeping these under wraps?
I feel like the best shoes don't get released. Oh, that's what I'll say.
It's heartbreaking.
But this is a great fucking collab.
I like these a lot. Yeah.
Like, colorway, overall aesthetic of it. Like, again, I'm a fan of like some color pop, even though it's not it's subtle color pop. Yeah, like that blue with that olive and that brown. I don't like. I never thought that would work, but like they made it work. Like, this is like good fucking collabs.
And this isn't a silhouette that I see often either. Like, I had to look into this. Like, I'm like, never even tried this pair out, because it's subtle, it's understated, it's a low profile, it's not super chunky, but man, this colorway, like, need them. I love this pair.
Yeah. How do you because sometimes I feel like I get caught up in imagery will make me want to shoe even if I don't like the shoe. This picture this
was the standout shot for me too. No,
I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I need them then. Like,
add it to the cart.
These are all like, it's like it tells a story just in like the shoes itself. Like, I mean, if I was gonna be hypercritical, like This one not so much, but everything else is like telling me like you need these shoes. Like this picture is insane to me.
And it's like vacation vibes, right? Like that's what they're going for any scenario. You need to take a vacation, I believe they're saying. Yeah. No, I like the storytelling, colorway, and I'm someone that's like I like I was saying earlier, I like things that have a lot of value in my rotations. Like I'm gonna go to this often. I wear a lot of neutrals, I wear a lot of earth tones. I could definitely see this being heavy in my rotation.
Yeah, but I want to go back to that question. Do you ever feel like sometimes you get caught up in the imagery and like, damn, I don't necessarily even like these, but like the way they're packaging and showing it to me, I feel like I kind of want them now.
Yeah, it's so true, and I'm a sucker for good marketing. That's the thing. Like, it's like if this product was positioned well, good storytelling, good videos, I'm all for it. Like it's like because it's hard to do that. It's hard to tell a story and make you want a product this bad, especially in this day and age where you're getting sold to every second of every day. It's like
literally,
if you can still do that well, it's you're doing something here. So I'm all for it.
Yeah, because this is like, dude, I need to go on a hike or something. Like
this.
I need to have a side mission real quick. I need a side quest in my life. And I think this company is from Temptation Vacation. I think they're from Australia as well. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, I get like, that vibe here for sure, especially with that beach shot.
Yeah, like I mean, Australia putting on the map lately. I feel like that's like 2 articles back to back where it's like that exclusive Carhartt, Nike, and then also this great collab from ASICS, which I don't know what's going on in Australia, but shit, they pushing it.
Putting on lately, yeah. And a lot of like creators are coming out of Australia now. I'm seeing like a lot of them pop up on my timeline. So yeah, obviously the fashion community is strong down there.
Which was it was interesting when I saw this because like I think this is it says like limited to 50 pairs. But I was like, I've seen these already.
Like, or at least like a similar one, right? Yeah. It must have been a similar colorway or something.
It was October. I mean, it's October now. And I was like, have I not seen these before? And I saw these back in May. They originally dropped in May.
Oh.
So this was the original article I seen for these.
Okay.
Back then.
And so I was like, they actually dropped back then, or was that like kind of a
I think this was an actual drop. So this was the actual drop. They came out May 25th at their spot, and then May 30th global. But I think the other article is like another re-release, like a small re-release of like it's only limited to 50 pairs.
Okay.
But I was like, I know I'm not crazy. Like I know I talk about a lot of sneakers and all that, but I'm like, I've seen these. I said they were fire back then.
Yeah, still fire.
Yeah, and I like this article because it shows that up close, like the different textures.
Need that.
Like that mesh right here. I'm sure they're gonna be mad comfortable. And then you see like more details here, tune out, downlin, like no, this is
that blue sets these off because think about it, if these were just the brown and cream, we wouldn't even be having the same discussion. Blue, like sets it off, just subtle hits on there is it's hitting.
Man,
dope.
You know, these are fantastic. I like these a lot. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me just close that out. All right, cool. Okay, I feel like I know more about like things that you overall are interested in when it comes to sneakers and fashion. But you know, I don't think we know how the story of like your overall content journey kind of began. So like I'm very curious, like how did you start making content and how did you get in this lane of making content?
Yeah, man. So I mean, it's funny because I started kind of for fun, like just literally posting back in I want to say 2021, 2022. And even before that, like I was into fashion, like growing up as a kid, like I'd always like to go to school in like a nice little fit, and I never thought anything of it. I'm just like, I just put more thought into it. I'm like, I don't want to pull up in something that I'm not comfortable in or I'm not confident in. So it was always kind of there even before social media. And then like, even like we keep talking about him, guys like Malcolm, like I saw him really like putting it on social media too. I'm like, oh, this is dope. Like, cool fits, put some inspo from it. You pull inspiration from that and put it into your own outfits. And it's just, I don't know, it kind of just like, I was like, okay, I think I got like decent style. Let me start posting some fit pics or some fashion videos or whatever it is. So I genuinely started at a place of like love for fashion. And I like just I liked like creating the content and like putting it together and like choosing my best photos and stuff. So it's like, I don't know, I just always was into it, but never thought it could be a job by any means. And then like kind of fast forward, like I did like my first like affiliate collaboration. And it was with I don't know if you know Kinetic Kings, the shorts, like those fundamental shorts. That was like literally one of my first affiliate collaborations, and like people use my discount code and things like that. I'm like I can make money doing this. This is crazy. So that was like one of my first like actual deals that kind of got me thinking like this could legitimately be a business. And that was only like 2-ish years ago that I got the first kind of affiliate deal. And kind of fast forward to now, it's like being able to work with some of my favorite brands and just by being consistent in the game. So, but genuinely, like I said, it started from a place of just love for fashion and just being consistent over the years. And then, yeah, it took me to kind of work with some of my favorite brands today.
So I mentioned this earlier when we first hop on. I scrolled to the very bottom of your page and I was like, wait, did you used to actually like compete? As far as...
I did bodybuilding, and I guess I should have gone further back because like that was I posted about fitness content and fitness because I was just a bodybuilder, like, and it's funny. So kind of the shift or the trade-off was I got a devastating injury. Like I ruptured both my quad tendons while I was hack squatting, so like I literally couldn't walk for basically a year, and that was actually the shift in my content to fashion because I'm like, well, I was competing at bodybuilding in a high level, can't really do that anymore. So I always love fashion. So this is, I guess, my window into fashion content. So yeah, I was a bodybuilder, and I still do bodybuilding style training and working out and stuff like that, but not at the competitive level or anything close to that now. So, but yeah, that was kind of like my original roots as a bodybuilder athlete. So yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, it almost like, I don't know if you've ever been doom scrolling on any app, and it's like you start seeing regular content, and then you see something different. It's like, wait, did I reach another side of like the algorithm? Like, what just I was like bodybuilding. So I was like, man. Oh dang, like that's like, so how did that necessarily start? Like, you know, I know we're more talking about sneakers and fashion, but I'm interested, like, was that something that you always knew you wanted to do, or like how did that kind of like come about?
Yeah, so like, I mean, I was always like kind of an athlete through school. I would I was always on like the basketball team, football team. Track and field is what I actually did competitively first. Like that was my first kind of competitive sport. Did like sprinting and the jumps and things like that. And then because I was doing competitive track for so many years, I kind of got into the point where it was taking up so much of my time and I couldn't commit to all these practices kind of outside of school and stuff. So it was college when I started bodybuilding. So I guess I was around 18 around then when I started bodybuilding. And then, yeah, just again, kind of just similar, started for just genuine fun and interest in the sport. Just kind of started lifting with some of my buddies. And then, yeah, it kind of went further than that. I competed at the national level. I trained clients in bodybuilding. So I was in classic physique. So like basically the focus is like proportions, silhouette, symmetry and all that. But it's tough, man. It's like you're eating 6 meals a day. You're in the gym for 2-3 hours a day. So it's very, very time consuming. But yeah, I loved it.
Damn, that's interesting. There's that film that Jonathan Majors that I forget that bodybuilding movie that he did. It was like it wasn't a blockbuster or something like that, but like I do want to watch because like bodybuilding is very interesting. Like it's a very interesting thing. Like I even just like watch like Ronnie Coleman videos and be like,
big time.
Like that's the OG, bro.
That era was next level.
So like I was like, I know I have to talk about this just because like I am genuinely curious in overall, you know, that world. I also work out a lot too, but not for like training or anything, but like just like stay in shape. So I was curious. So I mean that's gonna kind of segue perfectly into like the next question, because like social media from when you got on to what social media currently is now, it's an ever-changing climate, whether it be the algorithm, whether it be, you know, what people are liking, what's trending. So like how do you stay consistent in your content even though everything is shifting basically week to week when it comes to like social media?
Yeah, it's so true. And I actually wrote down a couple things for this point because I'm like, I don't want to miss anything. I'm running on fumes here. So I want to make sure I give the community some at least some insight here. But like, I mean, I think the first thing is like genuinely like I don't want to let my community down. I feel like I've kind of built enough of a reputation that people will kind of like expect consistent content, whether it be fashion or lifestyle. So I kind of like I like to hold myself to that standard to like, okay, like they followed me for a reason. Like I want to be putting them on consistently. I want to be always showing value to them. So kind of just having that relationship with myself to like just keep posting, even if something's not perfect or like totally ideally how you want it to be, just get that content out there because it will provide some value to someone. So that's kind of like my first and foremost. That's why I do things. I still do work a full-time job. So I think scheduling is super, super important and working around that and just kind of having an idea of what I want to post at least a week ahead of time so I can have a designated time to plan that video, have a designated time to shoot it, have a designated time to edit it. And because it's like, it's not going to all happen back to back, you know what I mean? So just being as organized as I can on that side with the posting schedule and just kind of coming up with what I do want to post. Cross posting is a big point I wanted to touch on. I initially just started posting on Instagram, and what I started doing like maybe a couple years back is just repurposing that content in short form to TikTok and YouTube Shorts because there's 3 different algorithms. Like I have a video that does nothing on Instagram and takes off on TikTok and takes off on YouTube. So it's like you work once and you make that video, and then that's going to be valuable on any platform you post it on and hit a totally different audience. So like cross posting has done super well for me. And on that point, like a lot of my partnerships actually come from TikTok now. So it's like you for Instagram, but it's going to do just as well on TikTok or better. And brands are putting money into TikTok as well. So it's another potential income stream that it's like, you made this video already, just post it on there and it could do numbers on there too. So that was another point I wanted to touch on. And then the last thing was switching up content style. So like you might have seen lately in my content, I started doing like a little bit more food, a little bit more lifestyle and things like that. Just because one, it opens up doors for different partnerships. It shows different levels of yourself, but also the algorithms are now so that like your followers half the time aren't even seeing your content. It's all interest based. So it's like if you post something, someone that's into sneakers or into Stussy or whatever the topic is, they're going to find it because they're interested in it. So it's like you post stuff that you're genuinely interested in. So like throw up something that's random. Like I did that about food, and it's like, oh wow, this is location specific. People are looking for food, so it's going to hit the right people. So switching up your content style and not being so diehard about your niche anymore, I think is becoming much more relevant in like kind of now and moving into 2026. So those are kind of some of my takeaways or key points that I'm working on.
You said so much there. It's hard for me to even like try to like unpack.
God.
You said a lot, bro. The first thing that I want to touch on, and I want to hear, actually, I'm gonna ask the question first and then I'm gonna give my feedback. Is there an app that you love posting on more than another?
Instagram's still my favorite app to post on for sure. Yeah, it's still my favorite, but I see the value in each for sure. Like they're all so different for what they give you. Like I feel like YouTube is for nurturing your true audience, and like you can really sit down and have a long form conversation that you can't get that deep on Instagram. I feel like Instagram's very polished. It's kind of like your best side, your best work. And like, it's a lot more like you put some time into your Instagram content, whereas TikTok is just raw, unfiltered, put it up there. And that's the kind of audience, or that's the kind of content that hits for that audience. So they all have different use cases and different benefits, I would say. TikTok is great for that volume. Like some of my most viral videos are on TikTok because it just gets pushed out to a lot more people. So they just all have different use cases and benefits, I'd say.
Dude, I personally, so most people would recognize me from Instagram, but it's like, it was a weird space from like 2023 ending to like going into 2024. I just stopped posting on Instagram. I just no longer liked it. I fell out of love with it. It was no longer fun. I feel like even like the community of people, like as far as like peers, it started to get like real weird with it. So I was like,
it is a weird space.
I'm like, I'm like, I'm just genuinely good. But like around that same time, I started just like going all in on YouTube. So like I started doing like a video a month. Then like it went from a video a month to bi-weekly videos, and then it went to weekly videos. So it's like YouTube is the platform I love posting.
I love that
the most, is because like it feels like I can be more myself. Because like if you're gonna sit down and watch a 20-minute video of me, you're actually interested. Like you're not just
exactly.
You're not just swiping. You like and you keep swiping. Like you're actually tuning into what I have to say. It's also where I just feel like the most comfortable too. Like same thing, like you said. Like I post food content on YouTube that nobody on Instagram knows a thing about, bro. Again, Instagram, I'm trying to come back to it. I feel like I've been posting a little bit more than I typically do, but it's just like it just feels too polished. And like I'm not a polished person. I'm a post it, and if people fuck with it, they fuck with it. If they don't, they don't. Like at the end of the day, I haven't reached that point yet with Instagram, but like TikTok and YouTube, I'm like I could post whatever. Like I just be chilling. Like I posted my rock collection on TikTok.
Got it.
So it's like,
man. And that's such a good point. It's like, if it becomes a job or becomes a chore, or it's like, I don't know, it's just like you're getting weird vibes when you're posting. It's like, that's the time to just really reevaluate, like you said. And it's just post what you love. And if you can be consistent doing that, that's how you're actually going to fall in love with it more. So whatever platform gives you that, is you got to run with it.
Absolutely. Another thing that you touched on is, how do you balance that 9 to 5 and also social media? Because I know me, sometimes at the end of the work week, I'm like, fuck, like now I gotta actually get in front of a camera
and with some energy too.
No, literally,
you don't have. And it's again, man, it comes back from the genuine like love that I have for it. Like it's and the responsibility I feel like I have to my community now of just like I've been consistent, like just always finding a way, even if it's one video that week or whatever it is, and having an idea ahead of time. It's like, okay, we're moving into fall. Let me have an idea of these 5 different fall videos that I want to make, and just make them whenever I can. So having that kind of idea ahead of time of like, this is what I need to post, but also like being strategic enough in the planning to like, okay, this is my lightest night of the week. I'm going to get the filming and editing done this night, and then I'll post it later in the week. You know what I mean? So just kind of knowing that schedule is there, and just having an idea ahead of time of like, this is all the videos I want to get out for October. I'll do them when I can throughout the month. And so just having that general idea going in.
Yeah, no, I definitely, like I said, you in that short span, you have probably helped so many people as far as like trying to, even if they're not a content creator, but they potentially like, oh, I want to dip my toe in it to see like what it's like. I think I honestly, you said so much. I'm like, damn, which part do I want to nitpick? But you like, it was a lot of good things in there. I like a lot of the stuff that you said.
Thank you, man.
So moving to a more like lighter question, just because, you know, you got the sneaker wall on the back, you got the Travis Scotts in the back. So I am curious, if money was not an issue, and you just had an unlimited budget, what would be your top 3 Grail sneakers you would get instantly?
Oh man. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking about this a little bit. So number 1, and it's funny because I'm not even into Bapestas like that, but
oh wow,
I would kill for the Kanye Bapestas, like the Kanye.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like the tones, like I feel like that was one of the first like earth tone type of vibes of the shoes, and like really did well. Like that color combo is just so clean to me. So that's up there on my list, the Kanye Bapestas. Just to even own a little piece of history, I'd love to have like a 1985 bread, and just like like not even to rock because I feel like it would just crumble, but like just as like a nice little collector's piece. I think that would be super, super dope. And then I don't even know, like maybe those are probably like my top 2. Maybe like a Red October or like an Air, some retro like that. Yeah, I'd be happy with those.
Nah, dude, you have to give him his credit, even though people like he is a wild person, but he was dropping some shit during that prime.
His
like,
era, 10-10.
Like you can ask most people who are into sneakers across whether they're 50 currently or if they're down into like, you know, teenage years, Red Octobers are coming up in people's lists.
Facts. It's just it hits so hard for so many people. Like, and who's been able to really do it like that? You know what I mean? Like,
and they've tried.
Come by, man.
Many people. I mean, Nike did the Roshi run that kind of had like the all red tint to it, and like I've seen other companies try to do like that. Not saying he owns the patent for all red shoes, but it's very clearly stated when people try to do that, it's what they're referencing from. No, those college dropout bastas,
different.
Those are like 2,500, like 25,000, easy.
25 at least,
easy.
Yeah,
and it's like
looking into it. I think the lowest is like maybe 15K for a used pair, maybe.
And it's like destroyed and it's falling apart, but you still get the shit. Remind me what you said the second one was. Oh, you said the
1985 bread, just OG. It's like that's not really to rock. That's just like more of as a collector's piece, own a little bit of history. But yeah, that'd be dope.
So this wasn't on a set of list of questions, but we're talking about, sneakers that are holy grails. But then these are also sneakers that get replicated very often. So I'm very curious, what are your thoughts on people rocking fake sneakers? And then also, because like it became a trend, like DHgate, people was buying like all these collabs that came out way before their time, or they had the funds to get it, but they just want it. So I am curious, like, how do you feel about reps in the realm of sneakers?
Yeah, I don't mess with reps, man, just because it's like maybe that makes me like a sneaker purist. I don't know, whatever the case is, but like, yes, there are these super hyped up, very high value pairs that it's unattainable to most people. But I feel like the sneaker space is in a time now where it's like you can get good shoes for $100 or $50. You know what I mean? Like there are so many good shoes that you can get for a affordable price. I would like 90% of my rotation in the week is GR pairs. I rarely wear like super hyped up sneakers. You know what I mean? That cost $500, $600, $700, $1,000. Like it's rare in my rotation. So it's like I just don't feel the need to wear these replicas that kind of, I don't know. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth because you can get so many good shoes for a little amount that you don't necessarily need to go buy Travis Scott replicas or this and that replicas just to get the look off of. Like I feel like you can get a good fit off with a $50 pair of shoes, and I don't know. I don't see the need.
Yeah, if you're dropping $200 on a fake pair of shoes, just go buy some regular shoes. I just feel like you don't need that pair. If you're already about to drop $250, $200 on some fakes, just go buy some. Like, just wait till Dover Street Market has their sale. Just wait till Essence has their sale. Yep. Wait till what's another big sneakers and stuff.
A crazy sale,
Kids, sneakers and stuff, bodega. Just wait till they have their annual sales. You can get those shoes 50% off. Absolutely. Like,
all for that.
I'm right there with you. I'm glad you said it, because when I said it, you're a little contradiction.
The same shoe. Exactly. It's different though. Like,
I
don't know.
It's also like what image am I trying to hold up by buying that sneaker?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I got the sneaker, but it's like it's a fake, but like I don't care. Like it's the same. It's like I don't really care to be seen like that. Like I don't care. I'll just go get it. And especially at the volume of sneakers that are dropping, there's gonna be another sneaker next week that I'm gonna really want.
Like, it's almost like if you're buying the rep, it's to like obtain that image that, like you were saying, like I have this shoe, you know what I mean? This super hyped up shoe, but I paid less for it. It's like you don't need to do that anymore. And that's why it goes back to what we were saying earlier. It's like I love where sneakers is at, because you can get these awesome shoes for super affordable prices. So there's no need to do all that. So
yeah. And I also just grew up in an era, if you had fakes on, you would have to change schools. There's no way you can show up back to school. Like, if your jump man was a little thick in the waist, it's time for you to get up out of here, buddy. It's time. Like, you would have to actually make a contract with your parents to change schools. It would be insane. Because every time, even if you had real shoes, if you wore a fake one time, everything's up for question.
Everything's fake. Everything's fake now.
Oh man. So really, like, the last question that I do have for you is like, I remember when I started making content in 2020, obviously pandemic, got furloughed from my job. I was sitting at home. This is like, I was living with my mom at the time when I graduated college. I was like, damn, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I was very anti-social media, which is crazy now because like I'm very social media forward. But like I remember like I was just posting because they was like, oh, we're gonna go back to work in a week. Then a week turned to a couple months, and a couple months turned to a couple years. And like I got my first paid partnership, and I was like, and mind you, the first paid partnership I ever got, $100.
Yep.
That changed my entire thought process. I got $100 for a sunglass company to make one post, and I was like, I just got $100 for this.
It's like, how long take me for my real job to get $100? You know what I mean?
Literally. And I was like, in my mind, since then, I was like, oh, okay, I see what it is. Yeah. So like, I want to know for you, like, how easy was that transition? Like from just being like, oh, this is just casual. Like I'm just doing it whenever. I'm just having fun. And, you know, you can still be having fun, but like it went from like, oh, I'm just having fun. I'm just posting whenever to I could actually start making money from this. Like, how was that transition for you?
Yeah. And it kind of, it goes back to what we were talking about initially, just in sense of like, I think people these days who want to get into social media approach it from the wrong lens of like, they go into it saying like, oh, I want to go into social media to start making money on social media. And then that comes across in their content. So like, if you have a genuine love for something, and I say this to like all my friends or family that wants to get into, I'm like, what would you talk about for free for 10 years straight? That is what you want to post about, because you're going to love it either way, whether you're getting paid for it or whether you're not. So it's like, what is that topic for you that you will talk anyone's ear off about and you love, and you'll do it even if you're not getting paid for it? That is what you want to post about. So that was always fashion for me. Like even before social media was a thing, like I was putting it on for school or for going out with the homies or whatever. Like I was always like, I love just fashion, putting on outfits. So it's like I was willingly posting 5 times a week about it before I even got any deals, like for fun, you know what I mean? So I think brands see that genuine side of you when you're posting. It's like, you're posting about it anyways, you're using their products anyways. Like, how can I integrate this into it? And that's like kind of my next point is like, those products that you're already using on a daily basis, how can you integrate that into your content to show brands that you love that I'm already a big fan? So that's much easier, because from the brand perspective, they see you as a genuine customer or user. So it's that partnership doesn't have a lot of friction. You can just post that and it looks like it's an organic post and it's not a paid partnership. So how can you kind of integrate those things into your content that you're already loving and using on a daily basis?
Yeah. And I think for a lot of my mutuals that I met during like that pandemic phase when people were just staying home, like a lot of us were just using that as a way to get out the house and go do something. It wasn't like trying to get partnerships. Like the partnerships were like, dude, you get paid for this? But like, we didn't go into it thinking like, oh, I'm about to be a millionaire. I'm about to quit my job. Like it was like, we're just having a good time interacting with people. But this is where it gets tricky for me. I do feel like once that value of money starts to come into effect, that did kind of muddy the waters of actually building genuine connections with a lot of people online. Like I've seen some people, and this is no hate on anyone's career, but like people have reached a certain status and it's like, dude, we were just chatting it up before, but now it's like you kind of like, they unfollow you and it's like it's no longer cool. But like we were all sharing each other's posts back then. We were all, it was like a tight-knit community at first, but now it's like once money gets involved, people start acting like they have a different persona now. And it's like, that's kind of lame, because like we all could just be cool about it still. So like it's an interesting space for sure.
Yeah. And it's so tough too, because it's like you want to take on, like, you got to pay your bills, like, especially if people are like all in a content creator. Like, I definitely understand that fine line of like posting organic content and posting paid partnerships. Like, it could rub people the wrong way depending on what the partnership is. So like for me, I only try to take on partnerships that it's like I genuinely love and use these products. Like the second you're posting some paid stuff that's like too forced or you don't love whatever it is, like people can tell that right away. So then you lose that authenticity with your community. Way more valuable than any paid partnership. Like I've had to turn down a couple that are like really good money, but just I know would not hit well with the community, and like, oh, this guy's a sellout, or this guy's talking about a controversial subject. So I much more appreciate the community and the love that's there, rather than like taking on this deal that could rub the community the wrong way. So I think it's taking the only partnerships on that will vibe well with your community and stuff that you actually stand for and believe in. So
No, absolutely. Absolutely couldn't agree anymore. I am curious though.
Oh, bro, I'm an open, but you can ask whatever.
I'm
I'll answer.
I'm trying to think. I'm really just trying to think how to word it, because I know personally I've been in a situation where it was like, damn, let's say my car breaks down.
Mhm.
But at that same time, I get a partnership, and it doesn't necessarily align with what I really care for. But it's like, damn, I kind of need that bread. So it's like I've been in those positions
Yeah.
as well too. So it's like I know what this is gonna look like, but hey, I needed that $800. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and there's a fine line. That's the thing. Like, okay, of course, there's gonna be some brands that it's like, okay, like I haven't rocked this on a daily basis, or it's like it's not my go-to, but I can see the value in this for maybe some parts of my community. Maybe it's like a lower cost item. Maybe it's like a piece that I've seen on online social media that I don't necessarily rock, but I've seen that is popular. So it's like if I can kind of create that value in my mind of like, will this be valuable for someone in my audience? There's always some options there, but just kind of for full disclosure, like the one that I turned down was like a vaccination type of thing. That's where it's like it's a very gray area, controversial. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to necessarily divide the community for something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it wouldn't be worth it at the end of the day, as far as like what am I ruffling feathers for my platform that I built for you guys?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nah, that's interesting. Yeah. I've never heard that one before.
Yeah.
So I guess like this wasn't a question that I added though, but I kind of like to bring it full circle. Like, what advice? Let's say 2 great pieces of advice. If somebody's like, man, I want to start making content, I just don't know how to start. I don't know when to start. I don't know like what advice would you give to somebody that's trying to start making content, but they just don't know where to begin?
Yeah, like so it kind of goes back to a couple things I've said. Like, what is that topic that you would gladly talk about for a decade without making a dollar from? That's what you want to be building content on, because you're gonna be talking about that regardless. So why not make a video about it? You know what I mean? What is that thing that you're just drawn to that's like, I love this more than anything, regardless of if I get $5 from it, 10 bands from it, whatever it is, like it doesn't matter. Like, what is that topic for you? And could you see yourself talking about it for free for a decade? Because it's like it's you or me or whoever, we posted for years without getting a single dollar. You know what I mean? We just love fashion. So we just decided, okay, social media is a thing. Let me keep posting about it. So consistency is everything. Like, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but I don't like it's rare that I go a week without posting. Like it's really rare, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Like that consistency is what builds the trust with your audience. So if you're going weeks or months without posting, they can't depend on you for that consistent content. So they're going to find it somewhere else. Never ending sea of content, right? So you got to always be top of mind for people. Don't worry about that perfection. Like it will come, like, you know what I mean? With time, you'll get much better. The quality will get better, but just get something out there that is going to be valuable for someone. And that's the last point, is just value. Like whenever you're posting something online, it's like, is this actually going to be valuable to whoever's seeing it on the other end? Like, why would this person follow? And it's not even about like, okay, getting it out there. It's like, is this something that someone could actually follow me for? Like, is this valuable enough for that? Is it, if it's yes, okay, get it out there. But you know what I mean? If you're not giving value to people, what's the reason to hit follow at the end of the day, right? So it's like, how am I helping someone? How am I putting something valuable on the timeline that could make someone's day, or have a product in mind that's going to be like, oh, this is dope. Like, I love how this was shown. I'm going to go out and check this out. You know what I mean? So that value always has to be there for everything you're posting too.
Yeah. There's a never ending sea of content creators. There's never
guys gonna get it. But in
like,
the same breath, everybody can eat. You know what I mean? Like there's so much opportunity that it's like, oh, that's why I don't like this negative connotation out there. It's like there's so much to go around. Like don't worry about stepping on anyone's toes. Like you can post a fashion video and still be successful as another fashion guy. You know what I mean? There's so much to go around.
And I think that's why it's great to have something like, you know, we both like sneakers, we both like streetwear, but it's like we also have things that we have interests outside of that. And I feel like that stuff also bleeds in as well. So like,
100%.
you know, when I get tired of talking about sneakers or fashion, it's like anime. I can talk about anime all day. Or
huge
like
culture, a huge
bro, like
stuff.
Anime all day. Or even like, you know, I made a video about the movie Fifth Element. It's like nobody's really talking about that. So it's like there's so many pockets of where you can like talk about something niche or like very interesting, or even like the Gel Infinities, the SoCast, like very niche. Not too many people are covering it, and I feel like that's where like you could really take off for sure.
On that point too, it's like, yes, like I think it's valuable to build up your community in a niche, but like I was saying earlier, the way algorithms are now, it's like it's very interest based. So yeah, build your niche up, post about your main topic, but have subsets of that where you talk about anime, where you talk about food, you talk about other aspects of you that make you unique. That's like people can't copy that content. It's like you're doing so many different things that are part of you that you're going to find your people out there. It's very interest based. So it's like post that content, whatever you're interested in. There will be another person out there that's similar to you that have the same interests. So
dude, you might have me start posting way more on Instagram.
Exactly.
Like, I might start just being like, man, fuck it. Like, because I used to like
back.
whenever I get to like going to post on Instagram, I just get like this nasty feeling. I'm like, ew, bro, what am I doing?
Stomach.
And I'm like, I think you really might just have me just be like, man, fuck it, it's whatever. Like, it is what it is. Like, I might change my opinion about it.
Love that. No, it's great to chat with you, man. We have to do this again for sure.
Nah, for sure. I didn't know you had an actual what's your YouTube account?
Yeah, it's the same handle. It's at Nate Thompson 3. So I need to focus more on YouTube. I'm like inconsistent with my long form. I need to get back in the swing of things and my consistent posting. So I still am posting, throwing up shorts up there too and stuff. But yeah, I need to get back to my long form.
You said it was there it goes right there.
Yeah,
nah, most def, bro, most def. YouTube has been such a fun experience just because like I show more who I am, and you know the people who are watching, tuning in, like they're watching 30-minute videos, and it's like that's
your OGs, right?
Like
there.
you can't really replace that. Like anybody could like a picture, but people that's tuning into videos, like is different for sure. But no, this was dope, bro.
Yeah,
this has been dope, bro. I'm glad that we were able to work the schedule out and find a day that actually works. So I knew I wanted to do this because like just looking at your content, I was always like, I had to have a chat with him. I thought it'd be a good time.
Thank you for having me, man. Truly appreciate the time. And yeah, hopefully this can help someone out there that's been thinking about getting into content or just loves what they see, and they can kind of, you know what I mean, put it into their own work and make it their own thing. Like, just like I said, do it for the enjoyment of it, do it for the love of whatever passions or hobbies you have, and you'll never work a day. So, hey, thank you, man.
Most def. And with that being said, man, without further ado, like I always do, I will catch y'all in that next one.
But I love the way you work it. Hey, I love the way you work it for me.